Welcome, Pisces, to your July 2024 reading. And I do apologize for the lateness of this reading, but don't worry too much because my readings are pretty timeless. So this will be going to for the next 4 to 6 weeks anyway from when you see this. Or whenever you're seeing it, it's relevant. Now, I've just got a bit of an intro to do, so if you don't want to listen, just jump ahead into the reading for a couple of minutes. But for everyone else, I just want to let you all know that I've done another big chunk of free mini readings that I was offering up. I had such a massive response from people, and it's taken me forever to get through them. But check your notifications because I have done some. I'm slowly working through them. Now, unfortunately, I am not able to work through any more free mini readings. I'm not offering that up anymore. Now, if you have already requested one, don't worry, you will get your free mini reading. But what I am doing is I'm opening it up for everyone to give me a donation, and I will give you a reading from there, because I'm just noticing that with the free mini readings, I'm putting so much time, energy and effort into doing them, and people aren't even watching them. Not everyone, some people are. Thank you so much for commenting. I love hearing your feedback. But for a lot of people, I'm doing these, I feel like, for nothing. So if you pay for it, I feel like at least you're going to watch it, and I'm not doing it for nothing. So that's what's happening. But let's get into this month's reading. Now, I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot deck, and these are quite large, and I have a limited space. So I normally get 8 cards out, but 2 of them wouldn't fit, so that's those 2. But I'm going to I will read those. I'll just move them out of the way while I read these. Okay, now it's interesting. You start out with the 4 of Wands. I love this card, and not only that, this was the 4 of Pentacles. So 2 4s. It shows July is a time of real stability and structure here for you. And the 4 of Wands talks about you building a beautiful home, building an environment for yourself. This can actually be a marriage card as well, where you're getting married with someone and you're actually building a home together. And if you're not actually going, doing an official wedding, this can even just be moving in with someone and setting up a place that's just beautiful, secure, happy to raise your family, to invite your friends over. Just really, really lovely energy. Now, you've got the King of Pentacles here as well. I'll bring these 2 back up, because what I'm noticing is, wow, you've got a lot of people around you. Now, you've got a Taurus, a Sagittarius, a Leo, a Gemini. These can, I always have to clarify by saying these cards, these star signs that I talk about, the tarots talk more about the character of the people rather than their actual star signs, if I can get it out. But the King of Pentacles, any earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. But this is a card of great abundance, of financial security. The King of Pentacles is someone that is a great leader. They're a great worker. They're very good at building their wealth. They're very generous as well. And just an abundant energy around this card in general. This can even talk about, this is real security as well. This is hard working energy. And if this doesn't represent someone in your life, this is you taking on the characteristics of any of these star signs that I'm going to be talking about. So you could be the one that is really putting some finances away to build that security, to build that home. And, the 4 of Pentacles is a card of kind of hanging on to your money, locking it away. You know, you can see the figure here is locking the chest or unlocking it to put more funds in. This can sometimes even talk about, you know, hanging on to your funds when you really don't need to. Some of you might be a little bit nervous that you might be lacking in the future, and therefore you're hanging on to your money and you're watching your pennies very carefully. But, you know, as I said, fours, they are all about strength, security, stability. So I really love this in terms of your finances. It's looking really great. Now, the Princess of Wands, or what I would normally call as the Page of Wands, this is great news here. All pages are messages or messengers. So you are hearing some wonderful news that's going to make you so happy. Now, this can be also news about you being quite lucky. I mean, it's above the Wheel of Fortune here, so you might be hearing some news that you've won some money, or you're financially, things are looking wonderful here, or you're in the right place at the right time. You got accepted into a university or into a college course that you wanted to get into. This is just really nice news. Now, this can just talk about a fire sign that is younger than you, so a Sag, a Leo. You've got Leo here anyway, Sag, Leo, or Aries, but just a younger fire sign. This is a lot of adventurous spirit in this card, excitement as well. So you might be, as I said, taking on a lot of these energies and being the adventurous one in July. But, you know, I feel like, you know, you've got the Seven of Pentacles here as well. Another pentacle, nice energy in the Seven of Pentacles, because this is talking about you having really put in all of that hard work, and now you're about to reap the rewards. You know, this traditionally you would see the farmer standing by a crop or a fruit bush or a fruit tree that is just laden with buds, laden with fruit, and that sort of shows that the farmer, or you in a sense, have done all that you can do. You've put in the hard work, you've planted those seeds, you've watered them, you've nurtured them, you've watching them grow, and now it's almost time for you to just pluck that fruit. So it can also manifest, it can be talking about a situation in your life where, you know, things are almost ready to hatch, almost ready to come to fruition for you, whatever it is that you have been working on. And, you know, because it's Pentacles, it can be to do with your finances, it can be to do with your career, it can be to do with your physical self as well, your home. You know, if you've been working on a home, building a home, this is almost ready to go and almost finished. It can be that kind of energy. Now, the King of Swords, King and Queens here. Two kings, very powerful, plus a queen, royalty here. Like I said, lots of people around you in July, so there could be some sort of celebration going on here. But the King of Swords is a great card if you are needing to go to someone for advice. Now, this is someone that is very intelligent. They are really good at looking at a situation and making a decision, or giving you their opinion based on the facts, more so than their heart or what their emotions are telling them. They're not emotionless, but they can give you advice sort of without emotion, without allowing that to cloud their judgment in any way. So they're a really good person to go to for any assistance. This can be like a doctor, a lawyer, a counselor, a therapist, policeman, you know, even someone in the army. So this is someone that is a really good person to go to for advice. Very clear thinking. And also, like I said, I feel like for you, you may be, if you are having to make a decision, I'm not seeing any choice cards here, but if you are needing to make a decision, this always is good advice here to use your head over your heart here, because that's what swords are all about. The mind, the intellect, your thoughts, and the way you communicate as well. This is a great communicator here too. Now, the Queen of Wands, passionate, fiery, warm, emotion, lots of emotion here, more passion and desire than emotion. They're a great adventurer as well, and they're very open-hearted, and they love surrounding themselves with beauty and enjoying their life, enjoying the fruits of their labor as well. They're just a very, like I said, very warm-hearted, very, very lovely kind of energy in that Queen. And, you know, as I said, this can be any, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Leo. This can be any fire sign or anyone that fits that description, essentially. You know, but this is really someone that is a go-getter. And when this card shows up in a reading, it kind of asks you a question, and it's kind of saying, what are you waiting for, Pisces? If you've been holding back or holding on to something and not moving forward, just go for it. There is nothing that you cannot accomplish at this time. You know, especially with the Wheel of Fortune there, luck is on your side here. So if you've been holding off, just go for it. Absolutely go for it. This is a card of incredible creativity, the Queen of Wands. And like I said, passion, just wanting to be ignited here. So if you've got some desires, especially coupled with that Princess of Wands or that Page of Wands, this is saying if you've been wanting to work on a creative project, if you've been wanting to go back to school and learn some new things, if you've been wanting to go on an amazing adventurous holiday, go for it. Go for it. You know, you've got to really sort of understand your absolute unlimited inner strength as well when the Queen of Wands comes out. You know, as I said, this rules the card of Leo. This rules the sign of Leo, and Leo in the tarot is represented by the Strength card. So this is a real inner strength that you've got here. Don't be afraid to really present yourself to the world with grace and with beauty, which I know, Pisces, you just have such grace and beauty, regardless of whether you're male or female. You just have this beautiful persona, and you shouldn't be afraid to face the world and put yourself out there. Really kind of, when this card comes out, it's really indicating the ability to balance a lot of aspects of your life, especially career and family issues and that kind of stuff here as well. Now let's get some clarifying cards out. Now this is from my Mystical Tarot, which I absolutely love. Okay, you've got a Capricorn here in the Devil card. But the Devil card talks about some obsessive compulsive behaviors here as well that can be making you feel a little bit stuck. It could be to do with your finances, you know, obsessively saving, putting money away. This card can be the miser card. So sometimes that pattern of behavior where you feel like you can't spend any money, just that is an obsessive compulsive behavior as well. So I feel like this is really asking you to address anything like that. But you've got the Six of Pentacles here. That's a really nice card of charity. And you've got the Tower card here. Now I think this came out for Capricorn. Capricorn. Interesting, Capricorn. The Tower card is a sudden and unexpected event. Now, this could be a sudden and unexpected windfall that comes in for you simply because you've got the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is really nice. There could be something that comes in that just really blows you away. Some people think that the Tower card is quite a negative card, and I'll just show you the imagery on it. You know, you often see the lightning strikes hitting the tower. It's crumbling and breaking the tower up, and people are jumping for their lives. There's a blazing inferno in the background. But it actually just means a sudden and unexpected event that rocks your world, and it shakes it up to and shakes up what doesn't serve you. It's shaking away and breaking down what doesn't serve you. And you know, wow, the Chariot. This is a card for a Cancer as well. You've got people everywhere here, I tell you. This is the card for a Cancer, but the Chariot is you calling the shots in your own world, in your own life. And this is interesting. This has come out for a lot of star signs. So I don't know if there is what's going on astrologically, what's happening in the stars, but I feel like a lot of people at this time are taking back control of their own life, particularly if you've been feeling out of control, especially with that obsessive compulsive energy. You're taking back control of your life. This is a metaphor. The Chariot is a metaphor for you, your life, you driving the direction of your life and where it is you want to go, and whether you want to turn right, whether you want to turn left, whether you want to go fast or slow. This is you doing it all here, and it's bringing you to a beautiful resolution to a very difficult, well, it has been challenging, let's put it that way, because the Chariot does talk about, you know, being in the driver's seat, but it's not easy because you've got these two massive animals that are wanting to pull and go in all different directions, and you are needing strength to get them to go in the direction that you want to go in. So it's not been an easy ride, but you are at the completion here. This is the end of an era for you. You've successfully completed something, and you can now walk through that beautiful portal, that wreath, and you are just like, yes, I'm leaving the difficulty behind. I'm leaving all of that struggle behind me, and you are moving on to calmer waters here. Wow, I love that for you. And, you know, this is just really interesting in the sense that this has been happening for a lot of people too. You know, this ending here and then this leaving and traveling to new location. This is great. Now, this can physically be some of you are moving, but it can just be a metaphorical thing as well, where, you know, you are closing off a particular era in your life. Wow. Endings and new beginnings. There's healing here. I love this for you, Pisces. This can be a new job. You might be closing off a career, ending a career that you have been working in for a long time, and you've been really successful. You've been very good at your job, but now you're just feeling it's time for a rest. The Four of Swords is that card of healing, of rest, of recuperation, of closing the door on the outside world and just healing, and healing mind, body, and spirit here. And, you know, after these significant endings, there is a new beginning here, a new career, a new way to earn your money, a new business. And if that doesn't relate to you, Pentacles are all about the self, the body, the physical, your home, your body, your life in general, you know. And you've got the High Priestess, the most spiritual card in the deck. This is you tapping into some sacred knowledge. And interesting, together with the Four of Swords, some of you might be really meditating and becoming quite spiritual, going on a retreat somewhere where you can just allow healing right down to a cellular level, right down to a spiritual, like all levels, spiritual, mental, psychological, physical, emotional. There's like a healing here, but this is also you getting a lot of downloads, a lot of messages from your angels, your spirit guides. So tap into that. You are very, very intuitive. You are a water sign, so you can really tap into a lot of that. So that's so listen out for any sacred messages that come through for you in your dreams or just in your daydreams as well. Beautiful. Now I'm going to get a final card from my Now I Understand Oracle deck by Janine and Lauren McLean. I love this deck. Wow, I only usually get one, but two flicked out there, so I am going to get them. Okay. Decide and action plan. Okay. A decision needs to be made after careful analysis. Make a choice and keep things moving. And then action plan. I mean, these two work hand in hand together, don't they? Design a strategy and don't listen to backseat drivers. Follow your heart and keep your eye on the mission. This is absolutely linked to that Chariot card. Like I said, you are calling the shots here. You are the one making the decisions, deciding where to go, where to stop, when to turn, how fast, how slow. So make a plan and go for it. And like this says, you know what you're doing here. Don't listen to the backseat drivers. You call the shots. So I hope that resonated with you, Pisces. Please take me up on my offer of a reading. You will need to give a donation. It doesn't need to be $1 million, but at least if you pay for it, like I said, I know you will watch it. And for everyone else who's waiting on their free mini readings that you probably requested many months ago, I am slowly working through them and you will absolutely get your mini reading. So have a great month and I hope to see you next month. Bye.